It's an interesting question, but I have no frame of reference. I mean, it's a big, complicated question, which would make a whole other seminar. What did your father do?
Pro AV.
Pro AV? Okay. All right. My father didn't. We're starting now. Was your father World War II?
No.
My father was. Do you guys know this? Mel Brooks, Mr. Funny, Ha-Ha Spaceballs guy, was a combat engineer.
Wow.
He fought in Europe. He fought against the Nazis. First, he was an artillery spotter. And he would drive along in a Jeep really fast, and he would call in fire coordinates. And he told me, like, you had to get out of there. I didn't grow up on his comedy. I grew up on his war stories. I grew up on him saying, if you didn't call in immediately, the Germans could radio direction find where you were. And sure enough, 2 seconds after his Jeep was out of there, those German 88s would be landing. He taught me how to survive trench foot. He said, when you're in the real freezing cold, you need to know this because you're in Colorado. If you're stuck in the mountains and you have to sleep in the night, take off your shoes, rub your feet vigorously for like 20 minutes, really get the blood flowing. And if you have any kind of grease, no matter what it is, my father used to use bacon fat for his K-rashes, rub them all over your feet. Then put your socks on. You got another pair of socks, put them on too, but do not put your boots back on, because that cuts off the circulation. A lot of guys woke up in the morning next to my dad who put their boots on, had to lose their toes. So that's how you survive frostbite. This is what Corporal Brooks taught me. All right? He also taught me about these very tall blonde people called Nazis, who, when they retreated through France and Belgium and Holland and Germany, used to booby trap everything. And one of the worst booby traps was toilets. Because back in the day, old European toilets used to have the reservoir, when you pull the chain. Well, they would put a potato masher grenade right up there. Because you're a bunch of GIs, you've been out in the forest for 6 weeks, you see a farmhouse, you want to go to the can, and you pull it, bam. So my dad had to defuse that. He knows how to defuse a German S-mine. He also taught me how to shoot Springfield 30-06. Always make sure to put a towel right there because it kicks, and always make sure the bullet drops a little bit. So that's what it was like growing up with Mel Brooks.
And for everybody else who has questions, there's a mic on this side.